All right, Sooner fans, you will know her. She's Jana Johns. You will know her as a power hitting third baseman. But what you don't know about her is she used to play high school basketball as well for 4 years. Jana Johns joins Diamond Envy. Jana, I got to know before we actually get into softball talk. How much hoop game do you still have?
I don't know about how much I have. I haven't played in a long time, but I mean, I'm sure a little bit.
If you had to pick someone on the team to play in a 2-on-2 tournament, who on the team would you pick to be on your 2-on-2 team?
Grace Lyons.
Grace? Really? Why Grace?
Because she used to play basketball and be a baller too.
Well, and you're right over there standing next to her every single game on the left side of the infield. On a serious note, you've had an incredible start to the season, both defensively, both at the plate. Is there one thing in particular that you can point to as to why you're maybe having your best year of college softball up to this point?
I would just say that I'm trying to go out on my own terms, just really taking every day, every pitch, every practice, every game, not taking it for granted and just using every opportunity that I have to make the most of my last season.
Did that home run you hit the second inning on Sunday, did that go over the trees?
I don't know.
What did that rank high at all in terms of furthest home runs you've hit? Because that ball was crushed.
I don't know. That one was more of a line drive, so it probably would have went through the fence if it hit it, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was going to go over because it wasn't very high.
Yeah. It seems like game to game, there may be a different lineup with this team right now. It seems like it's such a fight for so many players just to get in the lineup. What's it like playing with a team that's so deep and where everyone has the same common goal of winning softball games, but everyone is just trying to fight to get in the lineup on an everyday basis? What's playing on a team on like that like?
I think that's what makes us so good is that we're so deep and that in practice we constantly push each other to be better. We always want what's best for the team and what's best for each other. So obviously we're going to be competing with each other in practice, but when game time comes, we're all each other's biggest supporters. And I really think that's what makes us so good.
Pretty nice start so far. Best start in college softball history. But if I know Patty Gasso like I think I do, she's not letting it get to your head. Like, what's Patty been saying this past week to keep this team grounded as you go into a pretty tough series against Texas this weekend?
Yeah, we don't really talk about records or anything like that. That's not our focus at all. We really just try to focus on what we can do to make each other better and just focus on us because when we play our game, we do just fine.
Yeah. You mentioned Grace Lyons. That's who you would pick to be on your 2-on-2 team. She's kind of on a tear here recently. What does she have, like 8 home runs in her past 7 games? What have you seen from Grace? I mean, defensively, she's been awesome, but have you seen anything particular as to why she's squaring at the ball as much as she is right now?
I just see freedom when I see her at the plate. She really doesn't overthink things. She just goes up there and just does what she does, and it's awesome. It's really been fun to watch her.
Yeah. Now you transferred away from South Carolina. You come to OU. Remind OU fans, if you will, because I don't know if everyone knows the story. What was the decision behind leaving the East Coast and coming all the way to OU to play?
Yeah, I enjoyed my time at South Carolina, but after praying about it for a while, COVID happened and they decided to give us another year of eligibility. So that would mean I had 2 years left. And I really just wanted to go somewhere where I would be pushed to be the best version of myself and where I could compete for a national championship. So I prayed about it and made that decision. And it has been the best decision that I've made so far.
What's maybe surprised you about living in Oklahoma? Being from Georgia, is there anything in particular living here for a couple of years that thought, oh, wow, I really like this, but I had no idea that this was a thing in Oklahoma?
I don't know something that's different like that, but what really surprised me was the wind. The wind here is crazy. It's not like that at home.
Well, hey, and the wind in Lubbock last weekend was, I mean, maybe as crazy as you've seen it, but
Yeah.
15 home runs for the team last weekend? That was pretty incredible. I got to know because you transfer here and you win a national championship. I have no idea what this feeling is like. So you're going to have to tell us, like, what's the immediate feeling when your team wins the national championship? You get that last out and that initial feeling comes over you like, oh, wow, we won a national title. What did that feel like last June?
Yeah, it was honestly everything I could have imagined and more. I mean, it's just the feeling of your dreams. Like you dream that as a little kid and it finally comes true, and all the hard work that you've put in just finally pays off. And so it was really cool. But then it was funny because we were literally talking about this the other day, like a week after, like you're kind of coming down from your high, and we're like, all right, let's do it again. Like, what's next? So it's kind of like a short lived, like super high, awesome thing. But we're always focusing on what's next. So that was pretty cool.
I think the combined team ERA right now is a sub-1. Hope's got like a .12 ERA of last week. It's something crazy. Do you have the deepest pitching staff in all of college softball this year?
I mean, I would say we do. We hit off of them in practice every day, and they constantly challenge us and make us better. So it's been really cool to see them take what they do at practice and apply it in the game. They're all awesome.
Yeah, you played 36 games so far this year, and it feels like only a handful of them have been played in Norman. Now, you had the Oklahoma City weekend where you had several games in front of your home fans, but it almost seems like every single weekend you're on the road, and you are again this weekend. What's been the best road trip, not only this year, but maybe so far in your career at OU? Because you've taken some really cool ones.
Hawaii has to be my favorite. I'd never been to Hawaii, and it was, although the trip was long to get there, it was definitely worth it, seeing all the beautiful scenery and getting to celebrate Jossie, and just, it was awesome.
How long did it take you to realize you play Texas this weekend? How long did it take you to realize that OU Texas, OU Oklahoma State is a pretty big deal around here?
Pretty instant. You talk about it in the locker room. People fill you in real quick about what the rivalries are and like what it all means and the backstory and stuff. So pretty quick.
Do you have any thoughts on Texas this weekend and what's it going to take to come out of this weekend with another series win?
Yeah, Texas is a really good team, so we're just going to have to play OU softball and do what we do, and I think we're going to be just fine.
Yeah. Now, you're on Cameo. What is your username on Cameo for fans out there who want to get a birthday shout out or whatever else Jana Johns offers on there? Where can they find you?
I'm pretty sure it's just Jana Johns 20. So that might not be right. You might just have to type in Jana Johns in it. But yeah, just hit me up. I'll send you a video.
There you go. Jana Johns, third baseman for the Oklahoma Sooners. Best of luck this weekend, and best of luck chasing another national championship, Jana.
Thank you.
All right.